What's up, guys? Welcome to another Baby Gundam review. I'm Baby Wipes.
And I'm the Desert Queen.
And today we got the Master Grade Kyrios from Mobile Suit Gundam 00.
But I've got these gold fingers!
This kit's hype. I want to flip the table over. I'm so excited.
Don't do that. Please.
I won't.
All right.
But you know, if I did, you know, it would be fine.
What? Oh, yeah.
That little plastic model in front of me.
I'm trying to be there with you, and you're killing it, and all of a sudden, I have no idea what you're talking about. But yeah, no, the Kyrios would be fine. It really would be.
It would. And just as a side note, everyone in the comments has been saying you've been carrying the show, and I just want to agree with all of our audience out there that it's true.
Hey, comment, like, subscribe, comment. There's no comments.
Just comment. Don't subscribe.
Oh, ideally, tell me everything. Tell me
what's wrong with it. We got the Kyrios.
Cheers to the Kyrios.
Yo, cheers to the Kyrios.
This is going to be another good review.
Well,
we haven't done a bad one yet, so we'll see how that goes.
This is a sick kit, my brother.
It was a blast. It was an absolute blast.
I almost can't even believe that it's like here, because like I remember when it went up for pre-orders. Like
we didn't get it.
You had built the Dynamaz by then, and I was like, "There's no way this is not real."
Yeah,
and we got it.
I will be the first to admit that I didn't understand maybe the gravity again. Casuals, we'll go back to that.
We are newer.
I've tried watching 00. It's not something it hasn't got me yet. You know, when you're watching something and it doesn't get you.
I think it is a good show though.
I hear it is. Like, yeah. I need to put the time into it, and that's fine.
I trust the sources that have said it's a good show. I haven't even tried yet. I know that when I watch it,
try together.
I liked Seed, so I'm probably gonna love it.
Yeah, that's something I'm not gonna ever.
If you like Seed, I feel like you can watch anything.
Wow, should have like a little badge of honor for that.
Little Zap badge.
Yeah.
Kyrios, man, tell me about this kit. Tell me about this thing.
It was really fun. It was, I'm trying to find better words to describe it. It's cathartic, maybe even, putting it together. I was talking about this on Twitter and how when I had started the building, with this one, it goes from the chest to the head to the arms.
Right, yeah.
And I was just going with the flow.
Right, yeah. And I don't like to change it up much.
No, why?
Some people are like, no.
I do want to start at the feet at some point. Anyways.
Here we go.
Yeah, right. We'll just trail off. So I had gotten through the chest, and I had actually started trying to do a build video for this kit. And
I remember that, yeah.
And it seemed like a cool idea, but the problem is to get the camera like facing the board or the mat like in a very aesthetically pleasing way.
Right.
It was just so far away. Like I'm here trying to build it, and
you feel disconnected.
Yeah, for me, I think that's when I realized like maybe all of our postures could be improved when doing this, because I have it usually in my face.
Yeah.
And I'm right here and I'm putting it together. And I did the chest that way, but it didn't grab me. And I did the head and I started thinking, okay, this is kind of cool. The arms is actually where I said, okay, this kit is top tier.
Damn.
After, obviously being told that multiple times, seeing it everywhere, and nobody's
expecting it too. To follow the Dynamaz.
Yeah, exactly.
With the Master Grade line.
Right.
After the Dynamaz basically changed the game.
Came in, just wrecked everything.
Those are big shoes to fill.
Right. And it was the arms where I felt really, really good. That was when I think I was starting to do the inner frame, and that's when I got I'm not just gonna like do this a little bit every day. I was like, I need to get this done as soon as possible.
Yeah, you had it snapped together.
Yeah.
It took you like 2 weeks to do, or not 2 weeks, but a week to do the chest and the head.
Right.
And then when you started the arms, it was like 3 hours later. You're like, I'm done.
Yeah, sent you guys a photo. Just
Done.
Yeah. And that I hope that speaks.
That's such a cool thing, though. Is like
Right.
when one part of it pulls you in that much, where you're like, I'm finishing this tonight. Like, let's go.
Exactly. I wanted to do this so bad. As soon as I got to the arms, I said, I need this whole thing. And you know how I feel. Everybody feels this way. I'm sure that when you get to the feet and the legs, you're just
You're
kind of
done.
like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, you're like,
I loved these legs. I loved, like, it
ladies
felt
and
so
gentlemen,
nice.
we got legs that are not a pain in the ass to build.
Yeah.
we are breaking.
Honestly,
ground.
if they could change one thing with like Gundam, Gunpla, like
Start
making
with the leg.
Yeah, start with the
No, then
legs,
everyone
make
would
them
give up.
enjoyable, and you're like, all right, like let's go.
can actually do a whole build of this.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was such a treat. You know, the color separation. There isn't a lot. Well, I guess there really never is, but it's so well done.
Yeah.
There are some good panel lining opportunities, especially in like the shoulder.
I like the ones in the chest a lot too. I feel like
Yeah, I do.
Those are cool.
One of the biggest things I love about this kit is all of the panel lines are very minimal. So minimal, especially you can see it in the shield where it's just like little tiny indentions right at the seam lines. And I thought that made it look so much better than having huge, intricate lines over across the whole thing, making it maybe look more realistic or something. I thought that looked, it almost, I don't know.
yeah.
Looks cool.
Yeah, I think like the more and more models that I build, the more I get into it, I feel like the more minimal panel lines I start to appreciate.
Yeah.
Not even just like less is more, but just like the way that they're done and how you can have a piece with very few panel lines that look better than some pieces that have a trillion panel lines and it just looks cluttered and just the style isn't there and it's just like it's almost
You see a lot of them that are obviously beautiful, and maybe now I'm just going to start using this as an excuse, but less is more, keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not going to scribe it. I like how simple it is.
we don't use
you know?
any cliches on this channel at all. We come up with brand new catchphrases, brand new lines. So how new is this kit?
About as new as it gets, brother.
Hell yeah. Well,
What was it? 2 months ago?
yeah, if that.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get the pre-order, but as soon as USA Gundam had it in stock, we ordered it.
Shout outs to our boys.
Are they our boys?
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure to use discount
I
code
love 'em.
bbyGundam for 10% off your order. Not really, but soon.
There goes that.
There goes that opportunity.
I'll drink to that.
Hit us up.
Love us. All right,
So
so
this is a brand new kit. This is fresh off the shelves.
yeah, this is new. This is 2 months. Love it. And you can tell. You can really tell.
Tell me-
if this is the future, this is the future that I want.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think there's been a couple new kits that I've gotten from Bandai that I've not been particularly thrilled about. Marcosius, I'm looking at you. But the vast majority of them have been great. I mean,
Right.
like, you look at all the real grades coming out, Force Impulse, all the AV units.
Right. Everything's
All these
been
new master
awesome.
grades,
I would say
they're
for
all,
the most part.
for the most part, amazing. So if this is the trend, I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah,
Keep
let's
it coming.
Keep it going.
Keep it coming.
So I would like getting into like the build process of it.
Yeah, tell me about what was it like building this guy?
It felt great. Like I said, I wasn't stoked about it at first. Again, maybe because of the whole faraway thing, but
Yeah.
it just came together. Like nothing. You don't have to. There wasn't a point where you're kind of worried about, like, is this where it should go?
Right.
It just wanted to put itself together, for lack of. I think we've probably
Hell
said
yeah.
that.
That's the best
But-
feeling though.
Yeah, no, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Loved it. How could you not love it? I,
Yeah.
I love the detail in it. I think something just so fun. Again, haven't dived into 00.
Yeah.
But
We got to do that.
oh man, yeah, I can't even remember the names. That's so embarrassing. Our casual is showing, but the details, like these like holographic parts in the arm and the leg.
It's probably GN something.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
GN
Yeah, it's GN, it's
holographic
GN
arm
everything.
part
Oh my
4 or
God.
something. Yeah.
GN is killing it, whoever they are. But sorry if you watch 00, I'm so sorry. I'm not. I don't mean disrespect. We're jumping in. We're getting there.
We like all the Gundam series.
We do, and first and foremost, we love G Gundam.
Yeah. By the way, you should watch G Gundam. It's a fantastic series. It was written in. Just kidding.
I was like, I cannot wait to hear what you're about to say. That was awesome.
I wish I had.
I thought you were
something
about to
planned.
go in.
Okay, what about the quality of the plastic when you're cutting these bad boys off the runners? How do they feel coming off the runners? Because I feel like for me that's a big deal.
Yeah, good for sure. Nothing special.
Okay. What about the orange plastic? Like that's the thing that like for obviously
Colored plastic, I think always does really nice for some reason. Besides like really dark colors like black and dark blue.
Yeah,
But,
I
like,
get some problems with
right
the dark black
But when it's
stuff.
like orange or any of the other colors that exist in the entire world,
couldn't even fathom that.
no idea, right? But they come out really well for me as far as like getting the nub marks out.
Right.
And, same with white, like obviously white.
Yeah, I guess orange is kind of because that's the first thing that I was
pretty
thinking.
light.
Like if you're gonna build this thing, like if you're looking out for nub marks,
Right.
orange to me looks like a problematic color, but
Yeah.
maybe not.
But
with this
the
case.
plastic's like awesome. I don't think there was one time when I was actually cutting the pieces out of the runners that I used anything other than like the nail and thumb technique.
Classic.
For the nub marks, which is cool. And it's
all reliable.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously you always want to maybe sometimes you don't always want to have to put in hours of work on a kit just to make it look presentable.
Yeah,
But that was really nice. Like the plastic is awesome.
Yeah.
I will say though, there was no undergating at all on this kit.
yeah, it's weird that they've emphasized that a lot on the real grades, but
Right.
I haven't built a master grade that has any undergating.
Estray did.
Really?
Yeah, the one that I hate. Like hate. But we'll get to that one day.
That's a lesson, though.
Yeah.
Just because it's undergated doesn't mean
I don't
it's-
think that's why, but yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing an awesome kit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no undergating
Well, sometimes
on this, and that felt great.
If you can make it look great without undergating, if you can just put the nub marks in strategic places without having to worry about hiding it,
exactly.
then you're good to go.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it came out.
I mean,
really
I'm looking
well.
at it right now, and I'm not seeing any nub marks as far as I can tell.
Right.
So
And again, I
Pretty
thought
good.
so much of the color separation was really cool. Just looking at it from the box and stuff, like my favorite part was the knees because I really didn't know how they did that.
what to expect?
Yeah, and
Crazy knees.
I mean, it's all plastic.
He's all knee.
no colors. No, he is all knee.
He's 100%.
I will say that's what makes it kind of hard to pose this kit. I was trying to do with the Dynamez, I do it all the time where it's kneeling and it's doing this like John Wick about to just wreck your shit.
but
pose.
he's just all knee.
Right, but you can't do that with Kyrios. That is kind of posing it off the out of like just standing no stand is kind of difficult.
But what you get on the trade off, well, I don't know if this is spoilers, but you get a flight mode. You get a transformable
I guess
flight
maybe
mode,
It's probably not.
which is hype. A transformable master grade in 2020.
right.
I mean, we are.
That is cool. And it does it very well. It's not janky.
Yeah.
So that's
I know you're not too much into the flight mode stuff. I like when kits are transformable.
yeah, I don't really care for it, but
It's just
they did it well, and so I respect it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't have to
Well,
love
they have
it, but
to.
I respect it.
Because, I mean, this is literally following the Dynamos.
Right.
And it has a flight mode. So they're like, we have to, like,
They look
make sure this
really
is good.
together. Like,
Oh, yeah.
When you throw them next to each other,
Oh, side by side? Oh, yeah.
you don't want to mess with them.
I wouldn't.
I really
I
don't.
haven't even seen the show, but I'm sure they're both really strong.
We should, like, every time we bring that up, disclaimer, haven't seen the show. Watch out. These guys.
Sorry to all the Gundam 00 fans. We will watch the show eventually, I promise. We'll go back and redo this review. It's going to be awesome.
It's
Look out.
it's a serious, like, from what I've seen, people hold it in very high if you're into
Yeah.
it, you hold it in high regard, and you're kind of a poser if you don't.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be
So we might be
one of the, I guess, top tier. I don't know. Everyone, some people are Universal Century diehards.
Hey,
What
we're
kind of
we're G Gundam diehards, so I don't know.
That's true,
That's the
man.
pro-
We
All
are
right.
pure.
Hey,
We are
no
purists at our heart.
Hey, no judgment.
Hey, we're all.
00 UC.
If
G
you're not a
Gundam.
true martial artist, you cannot pilot a Gundam, and that's just like a fact. You have to be a true martial artist from the
Is
school of the
Chibity,
undefeated of the East.
Is Chibity is boxing a martial art? I don't
Definitely.
really know. Okay.
You'd have to ask.
Deal. You'd have to ask our friend
friend
MMA
Luke.
master, Luke. Look him up.
Don't mess with Luke. What kind of accessories does this guy come with?
So what you see right here, like what I have on him, is kind of what you get. And it's probably my least favorite department of this kit. Again, going, if we have to mention it again, not having seen the show,
Right.
doing whatever Kyrios does, Alleluia Haptism. I know that's the pilot's name, and he has an alter ego. But he doesn't have a Haro, which Dynama's lock-on
Gotta have a
guy
Haro
does.
if you want me to like you.
Yeah, exactly. But the accessories, okay, super strong point. You can put them all on him. Like,
Yeah.
it looks good.
Without having to have a box with all the spare parts.
Yeah, like in this box, I don't have any of the spare parts in there. Maybe like the figure of the pilot.
That is actually really nice.
Yeah, it's cool.
I love that.
And but the downside to me is I don't feel, other than the shield, obviously, which I also kind of have an issue with. I don't really feel like too strongly about it. I don't think it's bad. It's not a bad thing.
Well, what I noticed is that like these rocket things on the arm are just like mono gray.
Yeah, it's all gray.
And that's probably
It's
just
all gray, baby.
it's probably just it being anime accurate. I mean, I'm
Right,
sure
like,
there's probably not a lot of color separation in the anime.
I'm sure rockets come out of it. You see a lot of crazy stuff. The gun, I'm sure that aw. That was a cute little message.
Ding.
Somebody misses me. I'm sure a lot happens. Like the gun, I feel like the gun looks so strange to me. Like there's no clip.
I actually like the
there's
way
no,
I like the design of the gun.
Yeah.
The only problem I have is it's just mono gray.
It's mono gray.
If there was any color separation, but there probably isn't in the anime though.
Right.
I'm imagining there's no way you put a Master Grade out in 2020 and not have color
Yeah,
separation in the
it's-
gun if it existed in the
Exactly.
anime like that. So I get it.
And then, and my big problem is I like the shield. I like that it's very slim. It does the claw effect.
Yeah. It looks awesome.
But my problem is that it's not like on the side. It's on, or no.
yeah, it's on the bottom.
It's not on the side. It's on the bottom. So like to
can
get
see that,
like
yeah.
poses where you're blocking or like using it, like you're kind of making him do this.
Right.
And it just hasn't been very enjoyable.
Yeah. Can you put it on the side or is it locked into only that
No,
one?
it's just on the back.
Damn. Some you can kind of maneuver between the bottom and the side, kind of move it around, but I guess not in this case.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the shield looks great, and I'm sure it's, probably the focal part of its like flight mode transformation.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it just looks so cool that I'm trying to think of a bad thing to say about it.
Yeah,
but coming up short.
if I had to give the accessories something, I would probably do like a 7. Just because, I mean, you know, obviously the kit's great, the build's great.
Yeah.
But as far as how it accentuates the rest of it, and again, coming at this, both of us are coming at this just purely as the model, like loving the model kits right now.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe by the time we put this out, I'm going to be a huge 00 fan. Who knows? And I will apologize for my transgressions.
But for like the echelon of the kits that we're doing right now, you know, you have to be critical.
Yeah,
you have to really look at this and be like, do I really like?
This is our 3rd kit now, and so far they've all been amazing.
Yeah,
well, I don't want to hold that against it, but it is just in general. The accessories, I think, could have been a little better, but also
I remember the pic that you sent me that I absolutely fell in love with. Didn't have any accessories on it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, absolutely
I
nothing.
think it looked like right out the box, no accessories, looked so powerful.
Yeah.
Like I loved that.
So the accessories, would you say it's more of a afterthought?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, we have to put something on this.
Yeah.
But also I don't know if the flight mode counts as an accessory. That's like not something
That counts
we're
as
really
a bonus,
prepared for.
actually. That's actually a bonus.
Yeah, bonus. I love it.
That's a Baby Gundam bonus. Drink every time you hear Baby Gundam bonus. Water.
Yes. So I'd like to talk about the build strength.
Let's get into the build strength. So
Yeah, I don't think we have to go like super in depth to it because if you've done the Dynamos,
or know
you're-
about the Dynamos.
or know about the Dynamos, we use that comparison a lot.
Yeah.
I've noticed in like,
That's sort
the
of
last-
our golden standard.
right. Like the last few kits that we've done like a Dynamos comparison.
Yeah. People
but-
are like, where's the Dynamos review on your YouTube channel? It doesn't exist. All right, we didn't do one.
Watch out. Yet. Just bring it back. We could just do both of them.
Yeah.
Honestly, people.
So-
I mean, I love to see it. So
Is the frame, like when you're building this thing, you built the Dynamos, you built this. Is the
Right.
frame, the GN drive, like all that, is that all like pretty much one for one Dynamos?
no, not at all.
Really?
I think maybe the elements are the GN drive is for sure different. It's shaped differently. The chest is
That's actually really surprising.
the circle in the chest is obviously very similar, but
Right.
it's very the legs are different, albeit slightly, but they are
to make
different.
room for that knee.
Yeah, the arms are definitely very similar, but what you get is just an amazingly like well built kit that put it together. It's not going to go anywhere. It's a treat, you know. Like it feels so nice having everything on it and not feeling if you're like moving
Scared to
it,
touch
trying
it.
to pose it. Yeah, it's not going to fall apart,
Right.
which is awesome. That's what you want.
It makes you think, when is Virtue?
Oh, I know, right? I think that would be
Because if they manage to do this well,
yeah.
with taking the basic form of the Dynamos, doing its own sort of specific flavor
Right.
on it, when's
Well, I
Virtue.
remember we were
When's
talking about this.
Exia?
You were saying they would probably do Exia 2.0 before Virtue because it's
yeah, but
more
now that you
similar.
mention it, I mean, they probably would do Virtue first.
I think
maybe a
that's
2.0.
the better build up. Like,
But I mean, you
know-
look at the Master Grade Exia, you know that thing needs a 2.0.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
of course, especially after like the elation of the entire Gunpla world about Dynames and now Kyrios. Like, I think the hype stands up. The hype is there. You love it. You gotta love it. Build strength. I'd give it a 9.
9.
Yeah. 9.0.
What would be the one point you dock from it? If you had to pick one part on this thing that you maybe dock at a point for articulation.
Yeah, I guess why it isn't a 10.
You don't have to pick one thing if you think it's just kind of a sum total of 9 out of 10 parts. But if there's one thing that you think you'd dock it a point for, what would it be? Anything with like this back.
I mean, kind of, actually. Now that you mention it, it does get a little janky. Like, it gets in the way. But
just sort of the sum total of its parts.
Yeah, just the overall feeling. Maybe just because
Strong.
it's not the first time it's been done.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You're coming at this, like, it's almost going to become like the standard. Like, this is what you want.
Yeah, I mean, it better be.
Yeah. That was build strength, not articulation.
Right.
Right. Oh, maybe I'm making that up. Maybe you said that. I don't know. But that's the build
It all
strength.
blurs together, baby.
Yeah. Hey, when you're out here, you're doing what you love. Time flies.
All right, so let's talk about articulation since you brought it up. How does this bad boy articulate?
So far, not well. I mean, it does and it doesn't. Like I said, when you have it standing right here, obviously, you can't do too much with it because the knees and stuff do get in the way of so much. Like I've had a hard time trying to make it look good without resorting to, I could just throw it on a stand. Obviously, it has like the like, I don't know what to call it. You know, the legs where the joint attaches, it can like slide down is almost.
Oh yeah, that little like pivot mechanism to get a little bit more motion in the
right, and it has
legs,
that, and I know as soon as I put it on a stand, it's gonna look great.
Yeah,
you can do almost whatever. But as far as like just standing right here goes, you're kind of limited. That I found, like I was saying, I tried to do the knee thing, it doesn't work. Just because there's so
it's
much.
all knee.
There's like the pieces on the side of the legs that are for, I think, mostly the flight transformation.
The like gray pieces.
Yeah, the gray pieces.
Yeah.
They have like a jet booster in them that are for. So when you move the legs,
right? Yeah,
the wings.
It looks like it's
right. I think those kind of inhibit a lot of what you can do. Like, they're done really well and they don't seem like it, but when you really get into it, it kind of seems like
you get down
that.
to brass tacks,
Right. But overall, I would say it's decent. It's good. It's decent. It's not as good as the Dynamez. Like, if that's a comparison that we want to hold it to, the Dynamez, I can do so many cool things while it's just standing or on a stand. Whereas this one, I'm like,
and that's probably not
the shield. Also, like with the Dynamez, the armor on it, you could rotate and then also pull off of the clips and put it on the back.
Right.
There's so much you can do. Again,
so many different.
This
ways
shield
you can do
just goes on the back of your arm. There's nothing else you can do with it. So it's either on or off.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a bummer. But again, I feel like that's definitely more of the
design of the actual Gundam in the show, less of a failure of Bandai's.
Exactly.
To design something that can accommodate that.
Exactly.
Because they've probably done the best job that they could to include this like massive gray piece on the legs and this giant flight transformation gimmick. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But
so what would you give the articulation out of 10?
If I take that into consideration.
Yeah, take the anime accuracy into consideration.
Right.
You know, obviously, you know, Dynamez being the golden child of this channel. You know, what would you give this out of 10 for articulation?
I would do an 8.
8? All right.
And I've put absolutely zero thought into this beforehand. So I'm just kind of making this up on
off
the spot.
The cuff is the best way to do it.
Right.
Because
I would say
true
8.
feeling.
Again, no matter how well even if they did like super faithful to the anime, but with an amazing design and engineering process, you
know, you take all that into consideration, and you might be docking at points here and there for articulation or like build strength, or some parts feel, you know, like an afterthought with the accessories and all that. But then you think about, you got this cool flight mode transformation gimmick that you could do whenever you want.
Exactly.
You know, you could.
There is a lot you
like
can do.
A whole
with it.
different kit almost. You know, and make it look like something totally different. So it's a bonus on that end for sure.
It is a bonus
at a sacrifice of, you know, some of the other parts of it that maybe get overthought as a result of it.
Right. I overall like it was a treat.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. I just again referring to the poster child. Our Dynamez is going to be maybe the bar right now.
Yeah.
If we can
we're setting
establish
the bar
that.
at a 10, yeah.
So I just don't think that it gets up there. It comes
For
close.
what it is.
It comes close.
For what it is, it doesn't get there.
Right. And it's all like together, like maybe the whole set will be a 10, you know?
Right.
With everything combined. I think the only thing you can compare that to is like the wing Gundam Wing.
Right, yeah.
Just because there are 5 of them, there's 4 of them, plus, you know, plus or minus transformations, yada yada
Yeah.
yada. But
And again, if you like the show, I feel like that probably adds an element of, oh, this kit's a 9 versus an 8 or a 10 versus a 9.
Right.
Because, like, you know, you watch the show and you're like, no, this is like, this is
exactly.
super anime accurate. Like, this is the best they could have done given the design that the people who made the show gave them.
Yeah,
you
so
know?
and we're coming at this just
It's like,
this
from
is
an
a- this is a
engineering
model
standpoint,
kit.
this is a 10. You know,
Yeah.
in reality.
right. I would say overall 9 out of 10. It's gonna
All right.
it's gonna be good regardless. Like
It's
there's
it's
no
master
getting,
grade Kyrios.
yeah, exactly. You're not getting around it.
It's hype.
The kit was a blast to do. Doing the legs wasn't a chore. You know, everything
Which is-
wanted to come together. It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's so photogenic.
That orange.
Are you kidding
Come
me?
on.
Right.
Color separation. Just, it's beautiful.
Yeah. The
striking.
box art, the colors, they just
The
killed
box
it
art's
front to
insane.
back. Yeah.
It's,
it's
they
9 out
knew
of
this
10.
was going to be a good kit.
Oh yeah.
They printed
they
this
were
bad
talking
boy.
about it. They're like, oh yeah, this is
People
in
at
the
Bandai
bag.
fucking packaging him up. They're like, oh yeah, people are going to love this.
You're playing Smash and you're playing against Bandai, and all they keep doing is like taunting.
yeah. Just like, come and
They
get it.
they knew.
Come and get it.
Oh
Come buy
yeah,
it.
they
Come
knew.
buy it.
They knew it was going to be good, and it is. It is. I just don't think it de-seats Dynamez or is at the same level.
Okay.
Just slightly.
Fair
under.
enough. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it's hard to do that.
it really is.
Like we
It's a
said,
bummer.
you know, that's a 10 out of 10 kit.
Right. I love that we figured out our bar though. Like,
yeah.
we've got that going.
Yeah.
All right.
We got our standard.
How
yeah.
does
we,
it
we got our
compare
10.
to this?
Articulation, build strength, and accessories. If you can hit 10 on all those, you get a 10.
Yeah.
But if you
Maybe,
can't hit 10,
and that'll be the next one. Oh, I can't wait to see the next one. Oh, I wonder what that'll be. Please.
what is it going to be?
Could it be the Wing Verka? Could it be something?
Maybe in 2 months.
Oops. Ooh.
Let us know in the comments what you guys want to see. Because there are so many Gundam model kits out there, a lot of which we actually own, but a lot of which we haven't done videos for. So if there's something you guys want to see, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll build it. Maybe we'll review it.
Maybe we have it and we can do a video for it.
Maybe we've already bought it and we can do that.
Maybe we'd love to buy it.
Maybe we can't afford it. Who knows? Don't ask for perfect grade Exia with the LED kits. We can't afford it.
But we
I
won't
can barely
know.
afford this.
Hey, we're here.
You know how much this t-shirt cloth costs?
No.
Wasn't cheap.
Oh, right. Okay, we're
was
going
free.
premium everywhere else, but the kids, we'll just go get some Leos.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
You got a really exciting kit on the way. Maybe we'll save that for another day.
Yeah,
a
we'll
rainy
save it.
day.
We'll save it.
But that's gonna be really exciting. Well, this has been Kyrios Master Grade review. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Get the kit. If you love 00, get
Get
the kit.
it.
If
Don't
you
be
like,
dumb.
If you're
Buy
like
it.
us and you just like model kits, get the kit.
Where did you get this one from?
The USA Gundam store in Daytona Beach, Florida.
USA Gundam Store, Daytona Beach. We actually live pretty close there, so I've had a chance to go.
Wow.
I like to bring that up.
Thank you for rubbing that in. That was awesome. No, that's what I needed right now, especially.
I know. You needed a confidence boost.
We're out here. We're trying to make art, and you take a stab at me.
I know.
I'm watching you. Just so you
Hey, I love you.
know. Not anymore. Not anymore. Not after that.
This is classic, just us.
Yeah, super classic. Hey, I love this.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been another Baby Gundam review. Master Grade Kyrios, what are we giving it?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Later.